tell me a little bit about yourself and your political career.
I'm AJ Turner. I'm the Mayor Pro Tem of Beaumont. I've been an elected official for the last 5 years. I've been leading the community of Beaumont since I graduated high school. I was the student body president, and I was the SJ president of my college, so leadership is kind of in my pedigree. I was the captain on the basketball team and also one of the leaders in debate.
Tell me, how long have you served on council?
I've been a city councilman. This is my 5th year.
Have you always been pro tem?
I've been Mayor Pro Tem 50% of my time as a city council member. The reason that's important is because my colleagues have to vote and pick who they want to represent and lead the city if anything happened to the mayor. And I've been that 50% of my time as a city council member.
So quantify for me. 5 years on council. How many years is Mayor Pro Tem?
5 years on council, 2.5 years as Mayor Pro Tem.
That's what I thought. Yes, sir. Why do you think that you are the best fit for Jefferson County Precinct 4?
I think I'm the best fit because it's all about listening to the people and the residents and understanding what the job actually entails. A county commissioner's job is to oversee the rural areas when it comes to the roads, the bridges, the drainage, the parks, the quality of life, and other aspects. And the rural residents are pretty not in good standings in how they feel like their community is being represented and treated. They're complaining about their streets. They're complaining about consistent maintenance with their ditches. And you know, former employees as well as county employees who've had interactions with my opponent, you know, they're just not pleased with how the interactions have been.
Yes. I mean, when you say interactions, what do you mean? Not being transparent, not being accessible like you are? Like, what do you mean?
Well, not a pleasant environment, you know, like, you know, a work environment. I think one thing when being an elected official is extremely important that you have a healthy work environment. And I'm being told this from a magnitude of people. If you don't have a healthy work environment, how can you be successful in actually making the environment what it needs to be?
Gotcha. People that he works with.
Well, some people that he's worked with, some people that he's worked with throughout the whole county and residents that he interacts with in that rural area. When the people came to me for help and asked me to do it, that's when I realized that it was up to me if I want to kind of step up to the cause and answer the call of some of the people, or sit back and know there's a problem and do nothing.
Well, that's going to take me to the question after this question.
Mm-hmm.
What are some things that you are hoping to do different or to bring to Jefferson County Precinct 4?
Communication. Currently in the rural areas, they don't have neighborhood associations or neighborhood meetings where the... Are we going to start over?
No, you just moved. You shifted your body. I'm asking the question again. I'm sorry.
All right.
AJ, what are some things you are hoping to... nope, that's a different one. What are some things you're hoping to bring or do differently for Jefferson County Precinct 4?
Simply communication. Currently in the rural areas, they don't have consistent neighborhood associations or community meetings. One of the main things that those residents are complaining about, they want to be able to talk to the person who represents them consistently. And I think on a monthly basis, similar to the city of Beaumont, we need to have those neighborhood associations and community meetings so residents can feel heard. To expect residents to make it to Commissioner's Court at 10:30 in the morning when the average person works 8 to 5, that's not realistic. I think we need to do a better job as elected officials, and that's why I attend neighborhood associations. We need to go to the people, not only let the people come to us.
Neighborhood associations for rural areas for the county folks, but then also too, roads. You talked about roads. You want to improve
Well, roads are extremely important, like LaBelle Road. You can hear the residents in that area say they literally have to ride in the middle of LaBelle Road, and that's one of the main thoroughfares in Precinct 4. I can understand neighborhood streets being in disrepair, but when your main thoroughfares that you travel every day are in that type of shape, it's unacceptable, especially if you've been in office for an extended time as far as 24 years. And 24 years is an adequate time to put a good street plan together, and even if you had to do it in phases, it should be done. The city of Beaumont is also enduring TxDOT doing work on our freeways, and we still are actively working on roads in the city of Beaumont. We did not let that stop us or deter us from doing the work that needs to be done.
Yes, sir. I saw your I follow you on Instagram, obviously, and I saw your promo. It was amazing.
Thank
The
you.
way you moved and you were all on the roads, and then I was like, AJ looks like a superhero out here. AJ, why are you wanting to leave council for this position? You said that this is something that people wanted, the constituents wanted you to do. You know, you weren't called, you know.
Well, in life, it's all about, you know, your season and your plan. And I do believe in term limits. I'm a firm believer of term limits in government because we have too much talent in Jefferson County for an elected official to stay in the same spot. Sometimes elected officials need to show their ability to mentor. And if you can mentor somebody to come behind you, the goal is for the mentee to be better than the mentor. And that's when you know you're actually a good leader. You have to be able to bring people behind you to lead in a better way than you actually led. And sometimes I don't mind surrounding myself with talent that may be better than me. So it's extremely important in government that we have succession planning and we mentor people to come behind us. And the goal is to mentor people to be better than what you were and what you made the office. And again, I'm a firm believer in term limits. I think everyone has a season to do the best they can. And once you finish that season, you move on and elevate. You know, sometimes you can have goals as ambitious to go all the way to Washington, D.C., but if you don't try to open the door, you won't know if you can get there.
So this is about you wanting to move up, term, you know, be in the parameters of what you believe should be term limits for, you know, politicians. But also, too, you said some people, they ask, hey, AJ, or you think about, would you come and help us in this position?
Well, it's more so about my vision and long-term goals, but people ask me to come help them. One of the reasons you run for elected office is you got to represent the people who put you in office. And one of those things is in those rural areas, those people really feel and need some help. It's a carbon capture project going on in the Cheek community, and those residents feel like my opponent isn't properly representing them and speaking up for them. It's important that as an elected official, you bring people to the table to solve problems. I think it's important we don't run from problems, we run to them. And if it's a conflict in industry and the community, my job and my role as an elected official is to bring everybody to the table and form some form of a solution. And those residents don't feel like that's happening right now.
Are you speaking of the Diamond D project?
No, actually the Diamond D project was also a Cheek project. Mm-hmm. It's a project going on in the Cheek community, and it was proposed to be going on in the Diamond D community. The company backed off of the Diamond D community, but they're moving forward with the Cheek community. And that's some exposure that the community does not know is taking place. And those residents in Cheek are very hurt. They feel unheard. They feel like no one's speaking up for them. And they feel like they don't have an elected official currently that's going to voice the concerns and make sure they have the things they need in order to deal with this potential project that's coming. Yeah. The issue is we don't know the possibilities of what can come from this project. So why not bring the industry to the table with the residents and form a solution instead of leaving those residents out there on their own?
Yes, sir. That's what you're planning to do.
I'm definitely going to do that. Yes, ma'am.
Sure. AJ, why should people vote for you?
People should vote for me because I'm the same person I am in every room I walk in. Every day I'm the same person. And character is about the people who see you every day. How do they interact with you? How do they feel about you? It's not when the camera's on. It's not when everybody's looking. It's not when you're at events. It's about how do you treat the people you deal with and work with every day. And I'm a high character person, and I treat everybody with respect in the way I want to be treated.